What is up? This is Patriot's Justice. This is your boy, Jon Know, here with you today. Want to know what the real problem facing America and the world is? Want to know we are seeing an increase in tension, violence, and destruction? Yeah, you do. Good. Because today, we're going to be talking about the true cause of America's decline. Here we go. The real problem facing America is not global warming, it's not wealth inequality, it's not racism, it's not any of the usual predictable answers. The real problem facing America is the ideas responsible for the loss of freedom and individual rights, and the resulting rise in government control and power. Too many people in charge think that philosophy, ideas, don't matter, or worse yet, are motivated to act on the wrong kind of ideas. Bottom line, the problem with America is that it has lost its way philosophically, is scared morally, and is being attacked from within by hostile entities and their philosophy, which is remaking America by default. Left unchecked, the problem will eventually destroy America. It has already begun to do so. If and when America goes, it means a second dark age for the rest of the world. Count on it. Nations are not destroyed overnight, however. It is a long process. But we are much, much further down that road to hell than most people care to admit. As I said, one of the signs that this is happening for sure is the loss of freedom and individual rights, and the rise of government control. But why is this bad? Is it even? Why are individualism and freedom good? Are they even? This is a question that needs a good answer. You may ask, it's 2020. Do we really need to have a talk about whether or not freedom and individual rights are important? I know, right? But yes. In this channel and in these videos, you will come to find that the fundamentals, mostly forgotten or taken for granted, are important. They're the foundation of what we do here. Basic questions are the beginnings of solutions. We hear attacks on individual rights and freedom on a daily basis, but because the entities responsible are so good at hiding their true meaning and implications under a thick veneer of insincere moral superiority, it can be pretty tough to see these attacks for what they are. Learn their words and their true meanings. This is key to understanding them and how they think and what they want for this country. The question of freedom can be framed using three of their own phrases in common use today. They are below. On the surface, these phrases seem to be legitimate issues raised by caring individuals. The terms in parentheses are what they really mean. These ideas, taken together, are a three-pronged assault on your freedom. With freedom and rights in mind, the obvious questions that need to be raised concerning wealth inequality are: why is wealth inequality bad? Why does the government think it has the right to take the property of one to give to another? Whose money will be taken, and how much? What will the money be used for? Does the money you make truly belong to you? Why is money important? What is the source of money and wealth? With freedom and rights in mind, the obvious questions that need to be raised concerning social justice are: what should be the dominant ideas present in America? How are these ideas to be chosen? Are we free to live our lives as we see fit, free from force? With freedom and rights in mind, the obvious questions that need to be raised concerning structural racism are: what were the founding ideas of America? Were these founding ideas good or bad? Is America in decline? And if so, why? Is America a fundamentally good or bad country? All of these questions have direct implications for everyone in America. They deal directly with your freedom, which is freedom from government force. They deal with your rights, which are the freedom to act in a given setting and nothing else. But here's the thing about your rights and freedom though. It's a zero-sum game that you play with the government. As you lose freedoms and rights, the government gains control over you and your life. By the fact that something is now illegal for you to do, the government now has gained the power to punish you if you try it anyway. Think about this in terms of your money, your livelihood. How would your life be affected if the government decided suddenly that you made too much money and that you needed to pay more of your fair share? But what if the government were to now place wage controls on your industry, which limit how much money you can make? Think about this in terms of your social life. How would your life be affected if the government decided that your views on certain social or political issues were now unacceptable and that you must be reprimanded and re-educated? Think about this in terms of your country. How would your life be affected if the government decided that the founding, and therefore the country itself, was based on unjust and oppressive ideas, such as reason and individual rights, and that America is now to be fundamentally transformed into a society now based on equality and social justice? How would you feel about this? Would you even know where to begin? Would you even know what any of this really means? These are all very real possibilities in the not-too-distant future. I think now you can start to see the importance of freedom. Is it necessary? No. It's required. It's mandatory. If you want to live your life on your own terms, for your own purpose, and free from government force, it is absolutely mandatory. This is the only proper way to live. The threat to freedom, and especially the underlying ideas that support it, are the real cause of all the problems currently facing this country. Power knows no vacuum. This really is a zero-sum game. As you lose or give up your freedoms, government power over you grows stronger. And your power to control your own destiny grows weaker. This is how this relationship always works. There is no hiding it. And there is really no excuse for losing your freedoms. Not fear, not despair, not apathy, nothing. Freedom to thrive, and especially in this age, freedom from government oppression. They're very important. Start to think now about who are the loudest voices calling for you to give up your freedoms, and then ask, why? They have much to gain, because you have so much to lose. I'm Jon Know. This is Patriot's Justice. That's all for now. We'll talk again soon.